Welcome to Campaigns of the Plains. We're back here. I'm DMing again. Oh no, here we go. Hey guys, we are doing a special, I call it a short shot. It's going to be like, I don't know, 6 episodes or so of dark antics. We've already had some pretty dark ones so far. We are actually playing in the Midnight campaign, published by Edge Studios, previously Fantasy Flight. Not a sponsor, but who knows? Looking at you. We are... we already had 2 episodes so far where our team has gone up against some pretty dark forces, and we'll see what happens to them from here on out. But before we dive in tonight, make sure that you are hitting that bell, subscribing to us on YouTube, where we drop new episodes of our show every Friday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Also, make sure to head on over to your favorite podcast platform if that's the preferred way you consume our content. We're on Apple, we're on Amazon, we're on Google, we're on Spotify. Pretty much anyone that has podcasts coming out, we're there. So check us out there. Make sure to follow us and like us there. Speaking of following and liking, go to our socials where you can keep up to date with any of our new episodes, any special promotions we're doing, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, if it's still legal when this comes out. Yeah. So, hey, thanks to all of you for being our fans so far and sticking with us. Hey, let's go ahead and dive into some crazy bullshit. So, I'm going to swing it on over to Matt, who's going to give us a recap of what we did on episode 2.
So, I don't remember exactly where episode 1 and episode 2 cuts off. So, I think, we're in the mountain. We're in the Bighorn Mountains. We're searching for this lost Sylvan city that's been overtaken by a bunch of orcs and goblins and such. So, I think at this point we had saved the elven merchant that was trapped, and we encountered a bunch of orcs and some wolves and such in a stockroom. We convinced them to leave because we transformed ourselves to look like orcs, a couple of us, and they left to go check out a fight that didn't actually happen. And so we ransacked the storeroom that they were guarding. We found a golden crow and some papers from a spell book or something. And so we hear them coming from behind us. We start running, and we run outside and encounter some trolls or orcs or something. Big
Ogres.
Ogres, sure, whatever, on a mountain pass. We kill them, run past, and hunker down for the night. And then we're like, maybe we should go back. So in the morning we start making our way down the mountain, and then at the very end of the episode was where we flash to the gang of dicks, is what I call them. It's a bunch of elves that are our backup. They were looking for something in the same storeroom that we were in, where we found the crow and the papers. And all of the orcs and goblins that we evaded essentially were murdered there. So maybe we'll encounter that group again. Who knows?
Yeah. So you had ransacked the storeroom of the fortress of the orcs in occupied territory. You had run from the orcs as they came back to defend their horde, and you had run into the mountains where you encountered the creatures that live there. You did hunker down for the night. You got a full rest, but you were heading back in the middle of a snowstorm. But before that, the prologue. Back about 2 weeks ago, we see a court. It is a court not of stone, but of wood. Not of carved wood, but round. This is the elven court of the forests of Eridor, and the Witch Queen is holding an audience. Not with the characters you've become, but with some characters we've met a elven man with curly auburn hair, a figure cloaked in dark burgundy robes, their head bowed. You can't see beyond the hood. You see a man with straight red hair, elven of course. He has kind of a smirk on his face at all times, looks cocky and very sure of himself. And we then also see a old elf who wears very muted clothes and very loose-fitting adornments. And he holds back to the back of the party, but is ever alert, ever attentive, as the figure on the throne in front of them, a throne grown of the trees themselves, speaks. She is older looking, probably, and she appears to be in her 500s, 600s. She has gray at her temples. She has completely black eyes. She is adorned in colors of the forests, greens and oranges and yellows. It's almost as if leaves were knitted into a beautiful dress that adorns her. And she addresses the party. She says, I am counting on you to carry out this task. The group before you should distract the orcs long enough that you can sneak in undetected into the fortress and grab the item. Do you remember what I told you? Do you remember what it looks like? The man in the auburn hair says, yes, my lady. Should be an easy task. That fodder you sent ahead of us should give them enough to play with until we can accomplish our task. Do you foresee any issues coming back? The lady says, no. You will be escorted back by the Northern Elves, and if the other group does manage to survive, make sure that there are no witnesses to this. As you wish, my lady, the leader says. And so we cut ahead in time to a mountaintop up in the Bighorn Mountains, where a unseasonal storm seems to have brewed. The wind is whipping in such a fashion that the snow falling down is horizontal. It's hitting our adventurers straight in the face as they trudge through the now knee-deep snow, at least knee-deep for those who are of your average height. For those who are smaller, they are practically swimming in it. It is cold.
Small.
It is miserable. But you have a mission.
No. Just ride on someone's shoulders.
I'm going to.
You have a mission, and so you trudge back the way you came, hoping to find this artifact you were sent all this way out to find some sort of understanding what your mission actually is. Your parameters were so narrow, it's almost seemed like an insurmountable task, because you're not sure if the items you took were what you were looking for. You're not sure if you missed a wrong turn, and there's been so much danger so far. It's really only the fire in your heart that keeps driving you, because you've all known sorrow in your short time on this planet, and you only hope that maybe your actions can lead to a better life. It's been about an hour since you left the small cave that you had found. I need all of you to start out making a Constitution save.
Okay.
I haven't rolled anything yet.
Go around. We will start with Prius.
6.
Okay, you have a point of exhaustion. And Nova,
4.
Oh, no.
you have a point of exhaustion as well.
Yep.
Bink,
The dirtiest 20 I've ever seen.
for one so small of stature, you are big of heart, and you push through because you have tackled larger foes than this mountain before. Shand,
19.
you as well have known hardship in your life. And you shrug off the cold as if it were nothing.
Just
Finally,
pull my hood a little further forward.
15.
15. And you as well. Do not succumb to the cold yet. You push on, leading the two that are starting to shiver, starting to slow their pace. I should say 3. You do have one other amongst you, the merchant,
He's a big
known as forgot his name.
Nylor.
Nylor. The merchant known as Nylor is dragging behind and complaining every step of the way. Oh, must we go this way? Aren't we going back the way we came?
Certainly.
Surely that...
But
Go
if
ahead.
we continue upward, we will freeze to death or die of asphyxiation for lack of air.
Orcs are this way. It seems a fool errand. Are you sure this is the way we must go?
Well, by all means, if you see another path that we could take, I will gladly take it, because I can't feel any of my toes anymore. Yeah, I am concerned.
And I think he shuts up for a moment over that comment, and it is about a minute before you hear him moaning and complaining about the cold and his extremities as well, and just how unfair life has been to him. Is anyone in your group doing anything as you're trudging forward?
I don't have any spells to help, so no.
Okay.
Well, let me see what I got here.
That's not my kind of magic.
What's magic?
Oh, it's magic.
I really don't.
Sorry, I don't want to
think
get DMCA'd.
any
Whatever.
useful things.
One of my bardic inspirations to give everybody 8 temporary hit points.
Oh, very nice. So, as you trudge ahead, you do feel a renewed sense of vigor enter your bodies, as the magic of the bard seems to lift your spirit at least a little bit. You continue ever onward. Now, Prius, as you're shifting through the snow, pushing it out of your way, making your path, you hear the endless droll of Nylor. Oh, this is horrible. Oh, I'm so cold. Oh, curse the begotten gods. Oh, woe is me. And in the back of your mind, you hear,
It's not picking you up.
oh, does he ever shut up?
What?
Oh, does he not irritate you, dear?
It's fine. We can keep going.
What a miserable life. Ah, he is such a dead weight on us. You know, it would be so simple, you know. Hardly a flick of your wrist, and we would be done with him.
He's innocent. We can't harm the innocent.
I know, but I know how he grates you so. Oh. He just gets under your skin, doesn't he?
Maybe a little.
And I can feel your jaw clenching, grating, your teeth together. I can feel that cold seep into your bones. Oh, this is the last thing you need for him to go on and on about problems you can't solve. Are you sure? Are you sure you don't want to just, I don't know, give him a warning? It wouldn't take much. But you want to. I know deep inside there's a part of you that rather just drop this dead weight, just make life so much simpler. Like back in the day. Like, oh, what a juicy memory this is. Oh, little Elenin. He took your toy, didn't he? Oh, you were playing King of the Mountain, and he took your toy, and he ran up that hill, and you pushed him.
No, I couldn't have hurt him.
You pushed him even after he gave back the toy. Oh, And what of your stepfather? Oh, yes, your stepfather. You didn't like him very much. After your father was carried away by the orcs and your mother remarried, oh, he was a good man. He provided, but he was so strict, wasn't he?
He tried his best.
Oh, yes, he tried his best, and he slapped you across the face. And how did you repay him?
Nothing. Well, the knife. I might have stabbed him. I don't remember.
Oh dear, yes. Oh, it was glorious, wasn't it? Just releasing all that rage.
No, it won't happen again.
Up rage. Oh, it was delightful. Just feeling the trickle down your hand as the blood flowed. Oh, then you met me. Oh, what a glorious day that was for both of us, wasn't it? Because you heard that calling, didn't you? That calling in the night to release those feelings. To release the blood upon the world. You felt my presence. You knew the dangers of the scar. But you felt my presence and you came anyway. You took my hilt. You desired it. You wanted to release this rage upon the world.
No, I want to protect people. I
Feel...
swear.
What's that?
I want to protect people. I swear.
Jerry, you want to protect yourself. And it's at this moment, you didn't realize it, but your hand has been floating ever closer to the hilt of your sword. Make a wisdom save for me, please.
Oh, no.
Dirty 20.
And at the last moment, you resist the urges to whip out your blade and strike down Nylor. What do you say to your blade?
You saw him stop this. We can change our ways.
How disappointing. Just remember, it's not me making you kill these people. It was always your rage. But if you insist, and you feel that pull on your hand, loosen it. Have control over yourself again. You keep moving forward.
Do we know
pushing
this internal struggle
I
that
might have
she's
been-
going through it all?
Might have been talking out loud.
I was gonna ask,
I have,
are you,
I have a really high passive perception.
Yes, you do. In fact, I believe you have the highest passive perception. I guess, Prius, are you trying to...
I would say she was
This is-
mumbling out loud.
You were talking out loud?
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, I would say both Nova and Rorx, and maybe even Shand, you all notice that she is talking to herself and that her hand seems to be floating towards her sword for some reason, but then she abruptly yanks it away.
Prius, love, are you alright? You're sweating, and it's cold, so I'm concerned for you.
Is cold sweats? Is that a thing?
I suppose
Yes.
so, but only if you are ill or distressed. Are you ill? I touch my hand to your forehead.
I'm exhausted, I swear.
Oh, you're clammy. Well, you slept all through the night. I watched you.
It's just cold.
I forgot that.
Your breathing is very
That's a thing you
consistent.
shouldn't say.
Yeah.
You should be honored. You don't snore, and your breathing is quite consistent.
It's just the weather.
Some people talk in their sleeps.
Wait, do I?
No, I said some.
Oh.
Just stare.
Not so much noticing the hand or anything, but catching the mumbling. It's I guess the only response from Shandy you'd get is Prius, do you mind waiting until after the mission to lose your goddamn mind?
I think that Prius is the most sane of all of us. I mean, she even vows to not kill. That's very noble.
Bink will probably like bury out of the snow and be like, "There's nothing wrong with killing."
Oh, of course not. I mean, we've all killed our fair share of people. It's just Prius is quite noble for wanting to save lives.
A voice in the back of your head says, Prius, oh yes, so fucking noble.
Are you alright, dear? You're twitching.
It's fine. It's alright.
Are you coming down with a chill?
No, I'm just thinking to myself.
Are your thoughts harming you?
No, it'll be fine.
All right. Well, we should press on so that our merchant friend doesn't turn into an icicle.
As all this is going on, Nylor does notice the conversation and for once stops his complaining short and does say, is there a problem?
I don't believe so.
It's just this young woman here. Is she all right?
I think that she's just got a chill,
It'll be fine.
as we all do. It's maddening.
I might say they're multiplying.
Eric's out.
Okay.
He's out of this bitch.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm at your whims. There's not much I can do for you, but
Well, sir, I know
Just-
you have a chill. Here, maybe we can at least appease the complaining a bit, and I will pull out my bedroll and kind of like, babushka it around him.
thank you so much, dear. This warms me quite a bit. And I think he'll also put a hand on the shoulder of Prius and say, "And take heart, dear. I apologize for all my complaining. I'm sure we will make it over this mountain in good shape. Yeah. Are you doing anything else here with this brief pause in your trek?"
I thought we were still walking.
If we're paused,
Yeah.
I think Bink will make some snow angels. And
Oh, that's cute.
just make a little igloo. We can just bury in the snow. Just occupy his time.
I like to think that he is walking under the snow this whole time.
Yeah, he's
on
if
the
it's
tunnel.
about he's partying this just walking through making a little channel.
Can tremors or they just
You
see
are
the
you
ground
are
just
fairly adept at hanging on to a pole. If you'd like to hang on to mine, you can just ride along with me and I forgot his name. Atlas. I'm sure he'd love the companionship. He's actually poked his head out from my shirt because he's got to stay warm.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I could shimmy up there.
Yeah, go for it.
He'll just
Perfect. I hope you don't mind, Atlas. You're not using your space at the moment.
he'll just look out. He'll be like a little lookout. Because how tall are you?
I mean, I'm an elf, and elves are tall, so I'm sure that I'm probably
5-6 feet.
yeah.
So if you're on your staff, he can be
Mhm.
8-9 feet tall. Then
Mhm.
just it looks different up here. Is this what it looks like for all of you?
No, just for Atlas, because he rides at the top of the stack
Oh.
usually.
It's a whole new world.
Unbelievable sights.
Ugh.
Well, now that you are taller than the rest of us, it's your job to warn us of dangers.
I can do that.
Perfect. Shall we
Are
continue
you-
on?
Inceptive.
So are you taking a watch then of your surroundings?
Sure. Do you want me to roll something?
Sure. I will take a perception check at disadvantage because it is blizzardy now.
Well, I rolled a 9 and a 15, so 11.
11. Okay.
Oh, I suppose I could have given you guidance. It's too late.
Called it. Hopefully, when I'm shouting up here, it doesn't cause an avalanche.
Okay.
Does snow count as earth? I could be holding it in front of us to clear a path to make walking a little easier.
I hope it's
water.
I think it's water.
I have shape water, but that's a spell. That's a.
Aren't they all spells?
Well, that one requires a fair amount of energy. The earth moving, it's more of a. It's more of because of my connection with nature that I can.
It's like breathing.
Yeah,
You just
exactly.
do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
That's when I'm
earth.
stabbing.
The
I
earth
just do
trusts.
it.
the
But
earth
killing
trusts-
sometimes takes more.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, takes a little more effort.
I was thinking maybe that I had a fair amount of trust with nature, and so that it fell to my will in small amounts. But your explanation,
Yeah. I trust my dagger.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, quite.
Yeah.
I also trust your dagger. You're a great companion to have on this adventure.
Thanks.
Let's press on.
Will you press on?
You gaze around your surroundings, and the wind seems to have picked up, and it is very difficult to see anything around you. You don't see anything. You vaguely see the trail ahead of you, but that is about it. Yeah. So you continue forward, pushing the snow out of the way. As you continue, you start to feel shudders in the ground. First they seem very faint and far off, but you begin to feel harder shakes as you continue on. And they begin to reverberate even harder and harder as you continue. Until you reach a point where there seems to be boulders blocking your path that were not there before.
I would say that we missed an avalanche of sorts, perhaps. What caused it?
All of these boulders.
They are fairly tall, maybe 10, 15 feet.
Do they look scalable?
Yeah, well, yeah, I would say they do.
How far in our trek have we made it so far?
Well, because of the snow, you've been traveling at half movement. So you've not quite gotten back to where you encountered the ogres before.
Well, shall we try and scale these boulders, or shall we try and... I mean, there's not another way through. Nova, do you think you could forge a path through?
Could we not go around? I have the ability to mold the earth, not the stone. I mean, I do have the ability to mold the stone. I just don't believe I took that today.
I think mold earth can shape stone as well. Use the spell description.
Loose earth, dirt. You can cause shapes, colors, or both to appear in dirt or stone. If dirt or stone you target is on the ground, you can cause it to become difficult terrain. Oh, you choose a portion of dirt or stone. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will make a tunnel through the stone, I suppose, then.
Okay. I think, okay. You start making a tunnel into the stone, and you see as you mold it away that there are gaps, but this must have been a fairly large avalanche, so it will probably take you some time to continue to mold stone this way. Are you going to just continue to try and bore through it?
Sure.
Okay. You mold into the stone, and you keep doing it this way for about 18 to 20 feet, until you reach a pile of packed snow and ice. And so that, unless you have something to move the ice and snow.
Oh no,
that's
I
where it
am
ends.
not.
Now,
I do
I will
have some like heat metal. If we want to like stick a hot sword into it.
I will say you can either do that, or there is a gap of light that you can see above. You think you might be able to climb on top of the snow if you can climb over this embankment
Is
of
Bink
snow and
still on
ice.
top of my staff?
I probably would have gotten down as you were doing that. 'Cause
Oh.
I probably. But if you need me to get up there, I can.
Yeah, I think that you're small, so it'd be easier for you to get up, maybe quietly. Well, at least up in there. I
Yeah.
mean, you know.
Yeah. I'll just probably just pull vault myself up there and try to like. It's like a hole in the. Is that where it is? It's like up,
It's just like a wall of ice with a hole at the top, right?
like between like.
Yeah.
So I have to get over the ice, but under like the gap is like a gap between in the tunnel.
Yeah, there's a gap, and you'll have to climb up in through this gap.
Yeah.
I probably would take an athletics check.
Yeah.
Can I assist him with a boost? An old alley-oop, if you will?
Sure.
Okay.
So you get advantage.
Shove them up with your staff.
Yeah, just right up the butthole.
It'll be a 21 or a 25, whatever you feel is better.
Both will work, as it was
Okay.
a 17.
Perfect.
And yeah, so being small and nimble, even though you are large for a gnome, you scramble up through being able to catch the sharp holds of the ice that are jutting out of this avalanche, and you squeeze yourself through the hole at the top, and you can now see on top of where the trail used to be it seems that the snow has collapsed a good portion of it, and along with rock and stone as well. You do see that there are some flatter parts of this mountain up at this position that you might be able to walk across as well to try and get back to where you've been.
Okay. So the path is basically washed out, but if we can get up to where I'm at, we can find a new way, maybe?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll realize. It looks like the path is wiped out, but if you guys can get up here, I think we can find a new way.
Is the opening that he climbed through large enough for the rest of us to fit through?
It's probably a tight squeeze for the rest of you, but you can definitely attempt it.
Can I? It's
How loud
ice.
were you yelling that back at them?
I probably yelled it into the hole. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No problem.
like
Are we?
Anyway,
That's
Would
right,
it be
cause
difficult?
another avalanche.
Do you think?
could be fun.
Do we think that it will be impossible for us to enter in the way we exited if this avalanche covered our entrance?
I can't see that far, but it looks like we can get to where we were going. It's just the path we took seems to be
Covered. Okay.
blocked.
Well, let's. I'll relay the information to everybody else. We'll come up with a plan. Be quiet up there.
I'm always quiet.
Of course you are. Of course. So I'll relay the information to everybody else and see what everybody wants to do.
Well, I mean, we're all small enough. We should be able to squeeze through, especially if we can break apart some of the snow and ice. I say we find another path. I guess. I mean, there has to be a way in somewhere.
What time of the day is it?
Well, you just woke up here about, probably an hour and a half ago.
Okay, so it's okay. Okay.
So,
All right. Well, let's continue on then. We have at least a path, but watch out. The snow could be loose in certain places since it just fell from higher up, and it also could have knocked more dangerous things down to our level. So we should be cautious.
Good point.
So are you all trying to climb up, or?
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good
Yeah.
choice.
Okay. All right. How are you accomplishing that?
We probably can take some snow and use it as a way to boost ourselves up. Either from the other side to make the hole bigger, or to give us some sort of hard slab for us to use as a way to step up. We can probably mold some of the stone that's around us.
I just need to know to
that's true.
determine
I
how
can
you do this.
mold some of the stone
understand.
into steps, so that it's easier for us, some of us less strong individuals, to reach up there, because I am not good at climbing at all.
Okay, so you make stone steps out of the rock you just carved through. Okay, so you mold some steps, and Bink, how do you feel that everyone just walked up here when you had to climb?
Well, they took the easy way.
You are the most lithe of us.
I am the best.
And you are, Bink. You are the best of the bunch.
Is that Nylor saying it, or are you just the narrator saying it?
That's just
Just
the
fact.
narrator
It's just-
inflating the ego.
Oh, okay.
And Nylar, of course, is very appreciative that he does not have to scramble through that tiny little hole. So you get up to the top level of this avalanche, and who is taking point on this? What is the marching order?
I've got a pretty high survival, so I can take point.
Yeah, you probably should be.
If I'm on your
helping
staff,
him.
You
I
can be
can
my-
give you advantage.
Yeah, you can be my lookout.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
horrible at looking out. But emotionally, I'm there.
If it's
So,
too bright, I have a pair of goggles.
Yeah. So if you're leading the troop, Nova, thank you. I'll take a survival check from you.
Do I get advantage from my little gnome helper?
Sure, I will go ahead and give you advantage for that.
Everybody needs a psychopath.
I'm very
So
distracted.
emotional.
It's still a 14.
You have exhaustion. So
How much is it?
Look at his face. Scream grab that. Did you guide yourself?
So it's just a straight roll.
Yeah. We have disadvantage. 'cause of
Yeah, we have
exhaustion.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Oh,
because
okay.
she's exhausted.
Well, it's okay because I rolled the same number.
Oh, perfect.
It's a 14.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh no!
The
Rough.
wind is still whipping against you. The storm has not let up for the day. It is still early in the day. You are already exhausted, even with the help of Bink. It is hard to see and hard to carry on, frankly. And you begin to wander towards one of the edges, and it's Bink's quick action that saves your life by leaning to the side on your staff and throwing your center of gravity off just enough to prevent you from wandering off the edge.
Oh, my word! Thank you.
You're welcome.
We almost both just tumbled to our doom. I cannot.
I would have jumped off.
I would have jumped.
Yeah. Well, thank you for saving me.
Yeah. Alice and I would have been fine.
Bink would have lived.
Atlas now hiding inside of your shirt.
Sure.
He pokes his head out and tickles your face with his tongue.
Yeah.
You guys have become fast friends.
Yeah.
He always wished for a brother.
That's weird.
Don't most children wish for a sibling at some point in their life?
Don't snakes typically have siblings?
I wish for my sibling to leave, but there was a lot of us. There was a whole brood of us.
Okay. I have no siblings.
There was Bink, there was Wink, there was Twink, there was Sink. He is not good at swimming.
Right, of course. The naming conventions of your family is quite interesting.
It works.
Yeah. Well,
They love 4-letter words.
I am sorry, everyone. I cannot see farther than the nose on my face. I don't think that I can lead us anywhere.
Well, maybe I should light the area so we can see better. And I'll cast light. I don't know if we have.
I do
light.
believe that using a light in a blizzard condition just makes you able to see the snow better.
Don't we want to see the snow? Isn't that the whole point?
No, I would like to see past and through and beyond the snow.
Oh, well, whatever. That's a dumb idea. Rorx isn't very smart.
Yeah, so you cast light, and
It's okay.
it's bright.
Yeah.
In fact, it's maybe brighter because of the white snow. And I mean, it is daylight out. You can tell. It's just there is snow everywhere.
We may be better off finding a place to stay warm until this storm has passed.
Is anyone else doing anything as Noah is leading the way?
Yeah, 7 people's lives.
And a debt is owed to you, sir.
I'll write that down.
Can I look around to see if there's any other potential paths that we may have missed?
Okay. Let's do either survival or perception.
I would do perception.
I do have the ability to locate an object. Maybe I could latch onto something we saw in the tunnels if we're close enough. That could at least give me some sort of
11.
internal compass.
What did you say?
I have the ability to locate an object magically. I could maybe use it as some sort of internal compass if I try to locate something we saw, but I don't know how close we are to where we came from. It only works up to a certain distance.
How far?
1,000 feet?
I don't know.
That seems really far.
That doesn't seem very far at all.
Mm.
That seems really far, or at least it seems really far from where we are. Because I don't think we've even gotten back to where Prius didn't kill those ogres.
Yeah, we traveled for quite some time. I don't think we're close enough to our quarry to use that yet. Although I don't know where we are. For all I know, we could have backtracked.
Well,
Well, would it hurt to try anyway?
I mean, it is a spell. I only have so much energy to spend. It's quite...
Rorx, did you have something in mind?
I can locate the dead ogre body.
Did I see anything? I'm assuming a club.
Yeah, the ogre club.
You did not see much of anything. It's just, it is whiteout conditions right now. the thought crosses your mind that perhaps it would be safer to turn back.
Do you think we should hunker down in that tunnel you created? It's kind of like
We aren't far from there, I don't believe.
I don't think we've gone far from that, have we?
If we could find our way back, perhaps we could stay there and wait out the storm. And it isn't closed, so we should stay fairly warm.
Yeah, it's warm, like nature's pocket.
Certainly.
Well,
What's a pocket in nature?
as a person in tune with nature, do you by chance know how long this storm is going to last? Because we can't just hunker down in that tunnel forever.
I cannot see the clouds to determine a length of time. No, I'm not a weathersmith.
Well, I mean, we can try and hunker down for a period of time, but we're eventually going to need to, go get food and water and not be exposed to the elements. Maybe we should just go back the way we came and try and hunker down in the cave. I mean, at least that was a little bit more secluded and not exposed to the elements. But I haven't seen any other paths, so if this path isn't the way, then maybe we should just kept going.
So, Nova, as you all are discussing what to do, you feel a presence near you. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
You feel a sharp sting in your side, and you whip your head around to see what appears to be an alabaster spider with its mandibles deep inside your torso.
Ah!
And then, let's see, Shand. Does an 18 hit?
Oh, wait, do I have the... Oh, I wouldn't have that AC bonus, right?
No.
Okay, then yes.
Okay. So, you look down as these tiny white spiders are now covering your legs and biting into them. Let's see. Nova, you are going to take, Gesundheit. Hold on. Can roll you damage.
They're babies, so just roll a d4. It's fine.
How much damage?
You're going to take just 6 points of piercing damage, and then make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Wait, is this
15?
That saves. And so you feel a retch in your stomach, but then shake it off as you leap away from your attacker. And then, Shand, you take... Second. Sorry, the little spiders do more damage, apparently. Not really, just more. 17 damage. You take 9 damage of piercing damage. Yeah, so, everyone, please roll initiative.
Do you like supporting artists? Do you like nerdy things like Dungeons and Dragons? Then Co-op Creations SD is the store for you. You can find adorable dragons, menacing mind flayers, and jealous jelly cubes to accompany you on your adventures. Need a way to safely transport your math rocks? Then their homemade dice bags will keep your click-clacks warm. Stop on by their Etsy page soon, as stock is limited.
Oh my goodness. Not rolling well tonight.
So, I'll go down the list here and take initiative. Let's start with Bink.
I rolled natural 1. So 3.
Oh, no.
3.
Trace.
Shand.
12.
18.
Okay. Prius.
8.
And Nova.
6.
6. Okay. So, first up, we will have Rorx. So, you see your teammates, blurry as it is, and as white as these creatures are, they are attacking your friends, or your companions at any rate. What do you do?
Can we tell what direction they were coming from? Like, did they just pop out of the snow? Did they come from a...
I will say your perception wasn't very high, but I will say, like, you can kind of tell that they came from the cliff sides that kind of surround you right now. And actually, we have a map that I prepared on Roll20. So players who have that, you can switch to that. And we will position players here appropriately. We have, you need to be back there. She was up ahead. So we'll say something like that unless players want to move their characters. So you are in the back here, and we have...
Oh, there's a lot of spiders.
Yeah, well, the baby spiders are on top of Shand, and the big spider is on top of Nova.
Do we see all these other spiders around the cliffside?
Right now it is whiteout conditions.
Oh, okay. So what's our actual vision?
Oh shit!
Like, can we see past this?
If, I will say they are all, let me just, here's how I'm going to roll it. I will take the ice spiders stealth. Okay. So I will say that, Nova, your passive perception, you see the spider come out, and then you, because of your passive and because of their innate stealth, you meet. And so you do see movement off in the distance. And you are free to call that out as you wish. But you only see movement because it is, like I said, it is whiteout conditions, so you would have disadvantage on perception checks. So yeah, it is still Rorx's turn.
So I currently can only see the two of them, right?
Correct.
I'm going to like whisper yell to my group, are we killing these things or are we running? Are we killing these things or are we running? Like hyperventilating, like trying to figure out what to do. And in the meantime, I'm going to do I think dissonant whispers. At the big one. So that is a wisdom save.
Okay. It only rolled a 3.
Okay. So it takes 3d6 psychic. 7 psychic damage. And it must immediately use its reaction to move as far away from us as possible.
Okay, and this is on the big one.
Yes.
Okay.
So he immediately just like flees.
Okie dokie.
His entire movement.
Okay. And that's on his turn, correct?
No, it says
Immediately?
Yeah, target must make a save and then must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far on as its speed allows away from you.
Okay. Let's see. Perfect. Let's see. And you're right there. So it will go on. Okay. All right.
Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be 4d6, not 3d6. So that's another 4. So it would have been
4
11.
damage more.
That is my action. I will hold my reaction to move my movement if I hear from my cohorts that we're gonna run. In which case, I will use my movement to run back to the tunnel that we climbed out of.
Sure. Okay. And then is that your turn then?
Yes.
Okay. Point of order is this spider scared?
It just says he cannot move into obvious territory, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't specifically say he's frightened.
Okay. So he could then, in theory, move back if he wanted.
I guess. It just says only one creature is racked with terrible pain. Must make the wisdom save. On a fail, it takes psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction to move. Creature can't move into obvious territory. That's dangerous, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm assuming it can move right back.
Okay.
Yes.
So question though, DM. There are two of us that were standing next to it. Would we have been able to take our reaction to protect
Take
our opportunity?
attacks.
You certainly could have, yes. So if you would like to do that before his turn, go ahead.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Go ahead.
I will go ahead and try. Yeah, that's a 27 to hit.
Let's see.
Fuck.
Go ahead.
That's terrifying. Oh. Attack of opportunity. Do those also get sneak attacks?
Don't think so. I
I
think it
don't
has to be
know,
on your
so-
turn.
Yeah, it has to be on your turn, not your reaction.
Well, that is 10 piercing.
Okay.
Are you gonna is your
still,
right too?
Do I get an attack?
He said we do.
Okay. I don't.
Which I guess
If you're casting a spell, you have to have Warcaster, I think.
Oh no, I will just slap it with my quarterstaff.
Clonk that bitch.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Squish it.
so.
It's
You're
a
gonna
smash
hit
and
it.
stab.
Go for a leg.
It's a smash and stab.
Yeah, I'll just try to hit it. I rolled a 12
Okay.
plus 2, so 14.
14 just hits it.
Okay, so then it's a. I'm big and strong. Okay, D8 minus 1, 4 damage.
4 damage.
Hey, that's
It is hanging on by a thread.
Well, I am gonna poke at it then too because I have a 10-foot reach
Oh
and it's 10 feet away.
Yes.
And in theory, I would have hit it if we knew because I actually have Pole Master. So when it comes into my space, I can take a reaction at it. But it left, so
Okay.
I'm gonna swing anyway. Let's see if I hit after talking big like that. I didn't because I hit a natural 1.
Oh.
Yeah. So I will just look cool. I will, as I'm trying to hit it, I'll just pretend that I'm telescoping out my glaive. But that's a no.
Okay.
One.
Yes,
Sorry,
the,
but I couldn't hit it.
spider runs right underneath your blade as you sweep down.
Get out of here!
Just barely missing it. With that, I think that's all the reactions.
Yeah, that's all the reactions. Sorry.
Good to know. And so now this very pissed off spider is, I think, going to charge back and attack Nova again because that was its prize it was after. So it will charge again. 6. Okay. Once it is in melee, it will bite at you. Let's see. That is going to be just a 9. So
That misses.
yeah. Severely wounded. It doesn't have a whole lot to. It doesn't have a lot of legs to stand on. But
Ooh.
and so it's definitely swaying back and forth and having an issue like aiming for its prey. Next, we have the next giant ice spider. It is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think it is looking at those tasty little snacks on a stick. And it's going to go after Bink. That's a natural 20.
That will hit.
And it
Those spiders
is.
are bigger.
Yeah, these are huge.
They could swallow you, Bink.
Don't give it ideas.
Okay, so that is going to be 14 damage, and you have to pass a con save.
14.
Yeah, 14 damage.
I'm gonna con save. Let's
Yep.
hope I don't roll another 1 because I've rolled 2 1s in a row now.
Don't jinx yourself.
That's a 16, so that's 21.
That definitely passes.
Okay.
So, yeah, it snaps at you, and the mandibles claw down your leg as you're wrapped around the staff.
I don't have any teeth like that.
And
I'ma take
that's
yours.
its turns.
More teeth.
Next, we have the other spider. But let's see, we have 2 there.
Here we go.
Kill Prius. God damn it. I'm gonna take her sword. Kill
I
Prius.
thought I had another spider. Oh well. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
you
hear
with
one
with that sword.
bloodthirsty sword
Yeah.
is not a good idea.
4, 5. Okay. So it can't get very far. It's just going to. I'll say Nova. You see a shadow off in the distance start climbing down the wall, heading your way.
Oh.
It doesn't get too far. So, and okay, just get rid of that. And then next we have Shand. So you are now covered in tiny spiders right now. What are you doing?
Well,
You also have 2 large spiders kitty corner from
yeah. Where's the pingy tool?
Ping, you just hold down
Is it?
the mouse.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
click and
can I
hold.
move into this spot here?
Go up there? Okay. Yeah, you'll take...
I just want to know if it's possible to be there in that spot.
Yes, it is possible to
Okay.
be in there in that spot. Yep.
Okay, so using my class feature, I'm going to Wraith Strike, which teleports me into that spot.
Okay.
So a cloud of mist surrounds me, and I poof into that position there behind the spider, and
Okay.
I stab it, or I try to stab it.
Okay. You have advantage because you are flanking it.
27.
7 definitely hits.
All right. So this one I can use my sneak attack.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do it.
It's the one that's almost dead too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably gonna die. All right.
Straight at it.
All one still alive.
Well, don't jinx yourself.
Well, that's okay. So 16.
Yes. You, out of nowhere, poof behind it. It has no time to even turn around and react as you disembowel this ice spider, and just entrails spill out, and they also immediately crystallize into ice as they do. Do you have anything else to do?
That's fucking gross. No. The Wraith Strike is a bonus action to use, so that's my turn.
Alrighty. Next we have we have the tiny spiders. So the group of spiders that initially attacked, they are wondering where their friend went. So they're going to crawl over to you and attack.
They have your taste.
Back to you, Shan. So they are going to attack. That is a natural 20 again.
A nay.
But
Don't
so
smile.
that's-
He's smiling.
Why do DMs always get excited when they crit?
Uncanny dodge.
Oh.
Are you gonna uncanny dash then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Why would he not take half damage?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's
cool.
a crit. I don't want that.
They're just babies.
Prius picks one up
I
and
will
just
feed
defends it.
them to my
Ropes are
son
cool.
when we are.
Now I know why
baby
Travis
boys.
loves
Like,
it.
we're gonna feed them to keep
Oh
them.
yeah.
Keep them.
To feed them.
To feed them.
It's a keep and feed.
To feed them to my son, of course.
So
Yeah.
taking into consideration your uncanny dodge, that is still 10 damage.
Ooh, jeez. Yeah. I'm glad I did that.
Okay. Next we have another swarm of tiny spiders. I think this one is going to go 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And they are going to attack Prius. That is going to be...
Prius tries to non-lethally slap them with the end of her sword and squishes them.
That's only a 6 to hit. So, how do you beat away the tiny spiders?
I don't want to hurt them. Can I just kind of gently I want to
You just brush them
Yes.
off and
Brush them off.
get away.
Picks him up, throws him at
please.
companions. Ah.
Okay. So with that, next it is Prius's turn.
How do I knock out spiders? This isn't gonna work.
You cut their legs off and not kill them.
Oh my god.
They're still
Yeah,
alive.
it's okay.
You didn't kill them, you just
Bro.
incapacitated.
back. They grow back.
Yeah. That's how that
Trust
works.
me, I am one with nature, and I know how its creatures.
Just pull off the was it 4 on one side?
So that it
They can just only walk in a circle.
Yeah.
seems cruel. It'd be fair to kill them.
How
Yeah.
About, how about I sleep them instead?
What?
Sleep with them?
Sleep them?
Put them in the sleeper hold?
Oh.
Rena can choke up like a spider.
Does that work?
Okay. So these are swarms of tiny spiders. Are you just like going, I'm going to put you in a sleeper hole?
And she's gonna cast sleep on them.
Yeah.
Oh, you're casting sleep
Casting
on them.
sleep, yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I imagine she's pulling
And
out a
that's
can of
based
Raid.
on their hit
She
points,
just like
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
just
cool.
knocks him out.
Just go to sleep.
Do they roll a save of some sort?
So roll
Don't you just roll
5d8.
hit points and you... So many of those people fall.
I-
Oh, you have to like meet or exceed their health, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1, 5,
No, myself.
Wait.
5?
6,
She's adding.
Oh, okay, cool.
13, 15. Only 15 HP. This is how many HP that the 15 HP is the limit, and it sleeps anything that is
Oh, if it has less than 15?
has to have less than 15. So like the first creature it hits, like it's got like 7 HP, then it sleeps that one. It's got like it's got like 8 HP left
more.
over. So the next creature gets.
So you have to get 2.
It's a
If
math
you reach
problem.
seven.
It's
That's right.
math.
It's a math problem.
Okay. So, here's how I'll rule it. Because a swarm is considered like a creature, technically that doesn't hit, but because they are multiple tiny creatures, and it would make sense that you could put at least half of them to sleep. That's how I will rule it, is that with that, you put half of them to sleep.
Excellent. Go to sleep, little babies. Shh.
Oh.
Okay, do you have anything else you can do?
No, just gonna do that.
Okay, cool. Didn't see that one coming. Anyway, next we have Nova.
Oh yes, well I'm proud. Like I said, I'm proud of your pacifism, but that's not the life that I carry. So
Someone's gonna stomp on him. I knew it was gonna happen.
Easy target.
Wait for someone to stomp on him.
I am going to. Why do we have guiding bolt on here twice?
Yeah, you have
Because you
a
have 2
large
hands.
spider, a swarm of spiders in melee with you right now. And there is a smaller swarm of spiders off to your side, as well as the shadow of a bigger spider charging towards you right
Oh, by the way, there are more coming, so just be wary. I'm gonna figure that out in a second. I'm going to. What's close to me? There's a big one right next door, huh? Okay, well I can't cast a spell on him unless it's a save. So let's do. Hell, none of these things are helpful. I'm going to cast poison spray
now. Poison spray. At which one?
at the big one next to me.
Okay. So to your right, there is this humongous spider climbing down the cliff, and you send out a poison spray. Is that a save from the spider?
Yes, it's a con DC 15. It does do poison damage. There are spiders.
And it just succeeds.
And it doesn't do anything.
Oh, no.
It's a cantrip.
So you fire it wide, and a pit of acid forms in the snow and rock next to it, but it continues charging at you.
Is
ahead.
everyone well? In their health?
You're the one that got stabbed.
Oh, I am the one that got stabbed. Did you say ow?
Ow. I got hurt.
Did you get hurt a lot? I have bonus action.
I lost all my temporary hit points.
Well, you're fine then.
And more but whatever. I'm fine.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I'm done.
Offers help. Can't give up.
Yeah, you're fine. You're done.
You know what? I actually can't do that. My
Yeah.
bad.
Just checking.
I'm just curious.
I didn't mean to do that.
So
Something is wrong with my character sheet. I need to refresh. aggression.
Is there anything else you can do?
No, I think I'm done.
With that, last but not least, Bink.
Bink. Okay. Bink is gonna just stand there. There's a spider to his
Twice.
right. Big
Yes,
spider,
so
right?
there, if you're still pole dancing, there is the giant spider to his right climbing down the cliffs, and there is a smaller swarm of spiders in between Nova and Prius, and a smaller swarm of spiders next to Shand.
Okay. He is just gonna mutter to himself, Mom always said, Bink, you're very kind. You need to be very kind to everyone. But I am tired of these motherfucking spiders in this motherfucking cliff! And he's gonna rage, and he is going to jump and swing at the big spider.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
Do that.
Too aggressive. Be careful. You do have my son in your shirt still.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what is that? I can't. Is that a natural 20?
Yes.
Okay. So that is a 27, but it's a natural 20. Okay, make that.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
I'm going to roll 2 d10s on here.
What the hell?
So, yeah, it's glitching out. So that's a 9 on one, and a 7 on another. So that's 16 plus 4, which is 20, and then I get an extra plus 2 because I'm raging. So that's 22 slashing damage.
Nice.
In short order, you whittle this spider to almost nothing, chopping off a couple of its legs and leaving a severe gash up its thorax as you just go fucking hog wild on this motherfucker.
I like to imagine he like runs and jumps and starts like just helicoptering his glaive like this thing, and then just comes down onto it. Ah!
Perfect.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
It's called a smash and
Bink,
stab.
go ahead and make a wisdom save for me, please.
Okay. Is this against magic?
Yes.
Okay, I have advantage. 14.
So,
Oh shit! I rolled a 15, but I have a negative 1.
Oh.
as you
Oh shit!
feel this tug at the back of your
Okay.
mind, and your mind is weakened in this rage state.
Yeah.
You start to feel this welling of power within you. And Nova, since you are right next to him,
Okay.
you see the flash in his eyes, this sapphire-colored flash, as a wave ripples out from him, pushing aside the snow and the flurries that are falling upon you. It's like an impact hit right where Bink landed, and unleashed all of his rage. And out of nowhere, it seems like these swirls of mist, hard to see in the snow, but very clear because they have this distinct light cerulean blue color to them. And it coalesces into these little flapping flying imps, 2 of them. And they screech wildly, and they just go crazy and go to opposite ends of the field. So we will add imps to the field as well. Do you have anything else you would like to do?
I think that's all I can do because I attacked, bonus action. Yeah, that's all he can do.
Okay. Let's see if I'm adding imps. Next. Okay. We'll go to Rorx.
Okay, I will reiterate. Are we fucking running or are we killing these things? As I see these people killing these things, I'm like, okay, I guess we're killing these things. And also, we saw the imps just appear?
Yes. I would say the party is all close enough. They saw that Bink has glowed this sapphire color, the sapphire blue, and released energy, and out of nothingness summoned these imps.
And then I'm going to comment, where did those fucking imps come from? Bink. Like, since when can you do that?
I can't do that.
And as I'm doing this, I'm going to use my bonus action to give everybody back their temporary hit points if they lost them. So that's that's 8 temporary hit points for everybody. And then for my action, I will do.
He's standing.
Oh, I thought he had it.
How many of the big guys are left?
So there's one right next to Bink and Nova, and then there's one still charging.
Bink
How
took
far
a
away
heavy
is he?
chunk out of that one.
Yeah.
He is from you.
Rolling ones and 20s.
Can I see him? I should say.
He's 20.
They're doing better than me. I'm pretty consistently rolling 6s and 7s.
That's pretty sweet.
I just have to be able to see him.
The first time I raged.
I would say he is out of 30 feet from you, so I will
See
say
why people
no
do
because of
barbarians
the
now.
bad weather.
What subclass are
So I can't see him.
No.
Okay. If I move
Echo Knight.
forward, could I see him?
you?
Possibly, yes.
Okay. I'll move forward a little bit.
Sure, that's an Echo.
Where do you want?
I like that. I was gonna do that, and then I didn't.
To the right, like along the side over there. No, I don't want to get in melee with those spiders.
Okay.
So
Here?
no, like right there.
What happens if
Okay, like right.
Because right now they're alive.
What?
This is
Why am I
like
really
6
called that?
months,
Uh,
and
because
they
I
died.
grabbed the wrong.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
Like, wouldn't that be weird? Like, if Asher has
Okay,
dies,
you want to go
Okay.
right here?
like, again,
No, I don't want to
and,
be in
like,
melee.
stays dead,
Uh,
and like we're talking
If I
about
move
because
forward
right now
there,
he's
or can I move forward
Like-
into these rocks?
Oh my god, that'd be.
and
if you wanna move over here?
like drop it at time.
Into the rock?
We should decide when
I'm
we're
still gonna be in melee with those spiders.
Yes. You are surrounded.
Yeah. Sometimes we all get busy.
I will say these are like ledges.
Mm-hmm.
That you're surrounded by ledges, and so it would require like climbing to get up onto them.
If I climb up the left side, would I still be in melee with the spider?
Over here?
Yeah.
Dude, I know.
No, you would be not in melee with
I
any
was like, I was
spiders.
just trying to
Okay,
roll.
I'll use some extra movement to climb up there, so I'm like at like an
Oh.
aerial.
Okay, you have 30 feet of movement, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll say you use half your movement, so this is like 15 to get here.
Can I keep going along the side there?
Yeah, so you can go 20, 25, 30 if you want to be here.
Would I be able to see the one in the back then?
I would say so, yes.
Okay. I am going to cast Hideous Laughter on it.
Okay.
So I needed to make a wisdom saving throw.
Can spiders laugh? They can sleep.
Wisdom.
Well, everybody sleeps.
What
just
is
chitter.
the DC?
Except for me, while I watch all of you sleep.
It only rolled a 15.
Okay. So it falls in fits of laughter. It must
She's just charting
make a
her
wisdom
sleep.
saving throw or fall prone, become incapacitated, unable to stand up for the duration.
Bink rolls around in his sleep.
Okay.
So it is incapacitated.
Okay. And it is the most hideous and horrifying thing you've ever seen because spiders are not accustomed to laughing. But apparently this one has learned for you.
That's terrifying.
Yes.
I feel like it would chitter.
Okay. Sounds like a witch's cackle. Good to know.
Yes, spiders cackle like a witch.
Okay.
Fact.
Well, that's my action, movement, and bonus action. So
Okay.
that's all I got.
We will then move on to the ice spiders. There is the big one right next to Bink and to Nova. Bink just laid into it, so I think he's going to attack Bink. All right, and so that's going to be will a 17 hit.
Yes.
Okay. So it fires out of its thorax these stringy icicles that seem to wrap around you. You are now restrained by webbing. And while you're restrained, you take 1 cold damage at the start of each of your turns. You can try and make take an action to wrestle free of this. So that'll be on your turn. So,
Okay.
yeah. So that's its turn, and then we'll go to the next one. It is laughing uncontrollably. Is there any save to this?
Yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw at the end of this turn, I believe.
Okay. All right, it fails.
Okay, still laughing.
Next we have Shand. What are you doing?
Well, I got this group of spiders in front of me that I think I should probably try and take care of, so I will attempt an attack on them.
Okay.
Although, we'll just go for the attack here. Oh, I thought that was a natural 20. It is a dirty 20. Or no, not even that, it's a 23.
Okay. 23 will definitely hit.
Okay. That is 8 damage.
What kind of damage?
Piercing. It is magical from this dagger.
Okay.
And I guess I'll offhand.
Okay.
And that one is a 22.
2 hits.
And that is 1 damage.
Okay. So you hack and slash at these tiny creatures as they are trying to crawl up your legs again. And you definitely take out a couple of them, but you're not making as much headway as you think you should be. They're so tiny and you seem to miss a lot. Do you have anything else you can do?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Next is the imp's turn. So the imps are loose, and I don't have. So we're gonna just grab a random thing. We're gonna do these cavemen. So this caveman is gonna be here, and this caveman is gonna be here. And so the imps start screeching loudly and wildly. They seem to see the master that summoned them and understand their plight. And so the imps are now going to attack the big spider. Okay, and that's going to be the first one misses.
If they move, they could get advantage.
They could, but they're dumb imps. And then the second one definitely hits, so is going to do 3 damage on the tiny little spider the tiny spiders that Shand is in contact with. Let's see. Sorry, moment. I just have like 1,000 different things going on. Okay, and actually, imps. So actually, the imp that is in melee with the swarm of spiders that's crawling all over Shand. It gets frustrated with all the spiders and just starts biting and eating them. And it starts like picking them off of you and just like, and actually does quick work of them until like it almost gets over half of them off of you. You only have a few left on you now. That is the imp's turn. Next, we have the swarm of spiders. The swarm is going to, I think, bite at you, Shand. Because they don't understand that their brethren are being eaten. And That is only going to be a 11 to hit.
Nope.
Okay. So as they are trying to bite at you, you kind of push them off, or they bite into your leathers. They don't seem to make purchase this time. And then next, we have the spiders on Prius. Half of them are asleep. The other half are going to continue to crawl up Prius and try and bite her.
No.
Okay, that is actually going to be a 15 to hit.
No.
No, it doesn't?
Nope.
Okay. Once again, you very calmly pick up these tiny spiders and place them back on the ground, and another crawls up you, and you place it back on the ground, trying to be as polite and nice to it as
Please stop.
possible.
She writes shadows to her. She just can't.
Next, it is Prius's turn.
Oh god, I can't hurt them.
Try to non-lethally squish him.
Can I squish? Squish them. Okay. Can I squish the ones that are not asleep? Does that work?
Yeah, you can. Are you just doing like an attack with like your foot or something?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Okay. Make an unarmed attack.
I think she's a bard. She's in the production of stomp.
25.
Definitely
Tony
hits.
nominated.
It does 4 damage.
Does 4 damage?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you swat a few of them away, and you are slowly whittling down your swarm that is on you. And then Nova, what are you doing?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, you still have the big one to your right. You have a swarm of spiders behind you.
There's a big one, like, farther back behind me, right?
That's cackling.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, just
that
leave
is
him
under a
alone.
spell currently.
Okay, leave him alone. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. I'm at disadvantage if I try to cast a spell. Well,
Unless it's a save.
don't really have many of those. I think I will do. I think I'll do a bit of fairy fire. Dex save 12. On the big one. Well, if I center it back a little farther, can I get like this big one and this little one?
Sure.
Okay.
So it's dex save of what?
12.
The big spider saves. The small spider does not.
Perfect. That was my action. I don't have a bonus action as a cantrip, so I'm done.
Alright. We'll mark it.
Oh wait, I forgot I'm a druid. I can do things.
Hey.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I will mark that the swarm of spiders are now glowing and easier to hit. So, is that it?
Oh yes.
Okay. Bink, it is your turn.
Okay, so I take 1 ice damage, you said, right?
Yeah, yes, you are wrapped in its web, so you will take 1 ice damage.
Okay. And then, is it my action to try to get out?
Yes, you will have to use an action to try and wrestle free of the restraints.
But can I choose not to do that and just to attack, or do I have to try to get out?
I believe you are restrained. Therefore, a restrained creature's speed becomes 0, and it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. Attack rolls against a creature attack rolls against you have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So
Okay, so I can't.
you would
make
have
attacks.
disadvantage
Okay.
on your attacks.
Okay.
And you also have disadvantage on dex saves.
I am gonna just try to hit the big guy in front of me instead, and just take the damage.
Okay.
Would I even take damage? Well, I guess it's magic, it's ice, so it's not halved, right? Okay.
Yeah, so you will
Okay.
take 1 ice damage, and you will roll with disadvantage to hit him.
Okay. Sounds good. I rolled a 17 and a 20. So it's not the 20, but 17 plus 7 will still hit, correct?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll
takes-
damage.
See if this will roll. He only takes 8 slashing damage.
That is more than enough to take him down.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Right.
And
Do you have anything else you would like to do this turn?
yeah, maybe. This. Oh, I don't think I can tap. The spider that's like 5 below me. That's the one that's laughing.
Yes. So there is you see a dark mass far ahead of you. It is
Okay.
kind of hard to see, but you are close enough to make out that it is one of the spiders, and it seems to have rolled on its side and is making this horrible screeching sound that sounds kind of like laughter.
Okay. Can I, as a bonus action, manifest my echo next to, I can't tap, but like the spiders that are between Nova and Prius? Can I manifest it like right to the right of them, so they're kitty corner from Shand?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that as a bonus action.
Okay. So there is a echo right here that we will.
Yeah.
Echo, stop!
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That was so weird.
Oh my god. Okay, we will.
I don't know where it got.
We can
will
call it a
label
sh-
your copy with a little
Yeah.
button here.
We can call it a shadow, so you don't have to say the demon.
Sure.
Yeah.
The name.
Okay, so you summon a shadow.
Yeah.
What is your shadow doing?
I don't think he can do anything. I think he can just yeah, it just appears. So he will disappear and look menacing.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that,
That's some BS. That's some Bink shadow.
so you hear after your turn, you hear a loud screech, far off in the distance. And you can see that perched atop a huge rock, there is an even larger shadow than all these other spiders that is waving its mandibles around. And you see floods of tiny little spiders crawling down the rocks as well. That's its turn. what?
It might be time to run now, my friends.
Rorx, what are you doing?
Okay, so I saw like this thing. I'm assuming it's the thing on the other side, the green one.
Mm-hmm.
How many is it summoning? Like how many? Little guys?
It summoned 2 swarms of tiny spiders. I will say at this point, the storm seems to be subsiding a little bit, and so you can see now these swarms coming at you.
Can I see past these spiders? Like farther down to see if we can if there's an entrance to like where we came out the first time.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. I'll say because the storm is subsiding, it can be just a regular roll.
Okay. That's not very good. I think it's like a 12 or something like that.
12. Okay. You see that while this new path that you are forging would probably head in the right direction, you don't necessarily see the entrance. You know that is probably several hours away from.
Okay. I will I'm gonna just yell down. Be like, "Are we running?" Like just waving. "Are we running?"
Okay.
And as I'm doing that, I'm going to viciously mock one of the small groups of spiders that's nearby us.
Okay.
Be like, "You ain't nothing, bitch!" This stupid fucking little spider.
Okay.
So they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Which group are you targeting?
Which
the one
group?
between Prius and Nova, or the one between the copy of Bink and Shand?
The one by Shand.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Okay. Well, that is a natural 18
Okay.
on the die.
Well, I think it just succeeds then instead.
Okay.
So that's my action. Bonus action. I will give Nova inspiration. So I'll be like, Nova, help get us the fuck out of here. And I'm gonna use my movement to
How?
like run.
Me? Why me? Right?
I said Nova.
I know. That's what I feel like.
How?
Oh, not you.
Yeah.
Why not you?
No. Why her though?
Well, she's good at getting us places. She has been for the most part.
This is above my pay grade.
Right. You guys are getting paid?
You guys have a grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my action, bonus action, and movement. So I use my movement to run back.
Okay, so you're going backwards.
I'm gonna go exactly back where I was.
Okay, back here.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. With that, it is the laughing spider's turn.
Another wisdom
It's
save.
like a really shitty laughing cow. Like a really off-brand.
Is
The
a
laughing
16
spider.
save.
16 is the DC.
Okay, so it rights itself.
No. It's at the end of its turn, so it can't do anything.
I'm saying for thematic effect.
Oh, okay.
It rights itself and looks really pissed off at the group and especially you, Rorx.
But it is still prone.
Yes. And with that, it is Shan's turn.
Okay. Well, there is. Oh well, I have your
Shadow.
yeah, definitely not
And Amazon.
an Amazon device.
I mean, you guys can say it. We just can't.
So that would give me advantage, I believe, with the.
I think so. That's why I put it there.
Yep.
Okay.
That. I
Well,
will
then I'm
count
going
that
to
as
attack this
advantage.
group just to try and clear myself.
Go for it.
That is a dirty 20.
20 hits.
That sucks. Six
I
piercing.
think it's always dead though.
6
You ate it loud.
piercing.
That's pretty
Okay. Yeah, you almost get it whittled down to nothing, but there are still a few spiders left here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I will offhand.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so that's a 21.
1 hits.
2 damage.
Okay. You are. These are really hard to hit and really
Oh my gosh.
sturdy things, and so you whittle down even more. There are like 2 or 3 left on your legs. You
That's
almost
insulting.
have them all. Yeah. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's that. I'm good.
Next, we have the swarm in. Let's see. Oh, we have the imps. Imp number 1 doesn't have something to attack, so it will fly towards the creature that is now prone. So it will go ahead and do that. Gives it advantage.
Yep.
Definitely going to. It hits it and does something ridiculous. Okay. And then, okay, so, it attacks this spider that is no longer laughing, but, you can see this imp that just, like, chomps down on the side of this spider, and, like, rips away, even through the exoskeleton and all, and, like, pulls away, like, guts and viscera, just splattering the white snow with this like black and red muck all across. And then the next imp, it is going to eat at the tiny spiders that are on Shand right now. And that is actually it actually like starts picking away at your spiders, and you are now clear of all spiders, Shand. So that is now battle.
Wonderful.
and the imp is just kind of like screeching and like looking around for something to eat now. It's just looks like this wild, untamed thing. Now let's see. So that. And next, we have the swarm of spiders on Prius. Let's see. They're going to bite at you, or does a it's going to be a 22 to hit. So.
Jeez. Yes.
But they are really weakened now. There's hardly any of them left. They only do 5 damage to you. You have to make a DC 11 con save, please.
15.
Dean saves. Next, we have 2 other swarms of spiders. They are rushing towards the party at breakneck speed, the queen spider off in the distance is screeching her commands at them. And Prius, it is your turn again. You are still covered in spiders, though there are hardly any left.
I had to do a wisdom save for against my sword, and I failed. So I'm gonna have to kill the babies.
Okay, go for it.
My heart.
Is it smelling with pride?
So Nissan is telling me to kill them, and I'm gonna kill them. I have to do it. So,
Yeah.
You're going to commit the murder.
18.
18 definitely hits. Please do damage to your baby spiders.
13.
13 damage. Okay. Yeah.
Is that an advantage because some of them are asleep?
With a swipe of your blade, knock most of them off of you. Do you have any other
I have a
things
second
you
attack.
want to do? There are just a couple left on you.
Second attack.
Okay.
Oh, 21.
Yes. 21
You have
hits.
advantage with me.
Do I?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
That too, right?
that's right.
10 damage.
Yes, and so with a final swipe, you clean them off of your body, at the same time having each spider, and their little body parts just sprinkle the snow in black goo, and little, pieces of exoskeleton just scattered across the snow. So that
No,
is...
the babies!
There are a few still sleeping, so you haven't hurt them. They're still just kind of snoozing in the snow.
Oh, that was up to too.
Do you have anything you would like to do?
No, that's it. That's all I can do.
Okay.
With that, we are at Nova.
I look at the pile of dead bodies in front of me. Prius, dear, what happened to your non-lethal mindset? You extinguished their little arachnid hearts.
The anger overcame me just for a second. Just a flash, that's it.
Oh, you have some secrets, I see. How far away is Mama Spider from me?
Mama Spider is
And Mama Spider.
quite a ways.
45 feet. Can I see her?
Yes, the storm has subsided, and so now she is. You are able to see her.
Okay, so first with my bonus action, I am going to use my wild shape to turn into the starry form of the archer.
Okay.
And with that bonus action, I will hit with. I will try to hit with an ethereal, celestial, I should say, arrow.
Okay.
That
roll
probably won't hit because it's only 14.
Let me look here. Mama Spider is AC of 14.
Oh, okay. So Mama Spider takes 7 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then with my action, I would like to call lightning.
Okay. Go ahead.
Dex save 15 for Mama Spider.
That is a natural 1. Please roll your damage.
23 lightning damage.
3. So a total
Is it?
of
Would you
30
say that
damage.
it's stormy conditions outside?
Say again?
Would you say that it's stormy conditions outside?
It's a blizzard.
It is a snowstorm, so yes.
An additional 6 then.
It was like 36 damage.
That's fair. Okay. Very swift.
Her skin turns like translucent, and it looks like there's a galaxy underneath of her skin. And first she draws an arrow out of nowhere and fires it at the spider, and then she raises her hands to the sky, and you see these big clouds form, and then just lightning just boom right on top of it.
Nice. Yeah, in very short order, you decimate the queen spider. Though she is still up, she is very rough and very angry with you. And do you have anything else you can do?
Nope. Well, no. Well, maybe I just move back here a little ways. Hey, how you doing? Wait a minute. I start counting. Why are there 2 of you?
You've seen it before.
Have I?
Okay.
Yeah, I did it in the first battle.
Oh.
I just told people it was a ghost.
Okay. Well, if that's your turn, then Bink, you're up.
Okay, so he is going to take a point of ice damage. And then I am going to, as a bonus action, teleport. Where he switches positions with his shadow.
Oh.
So he'll be back by Nova. And then his shadow can move. And it says it takes 15 feet of my movement to switch places to teleport. So I don't know if that decreases the shadow's movement, but in theory the shadow just needs...
Does he have his own separate action?
Yeah.
Because he would have his own movement.
Yeah, I think he has his own movement.
Okay.
So I just want to get 15 feet. I'm trying to measure. If I can get 15 feet to I guess if I just even get 10 feet, because I have 25 feet of movement. If it takes 15 feet, if I only have 10 left, I just need to be within 10 feet of the spider that's used to be laughing. So the shadow would move as far as it can towards that one.
So, okay, so you are trying to move your shadow.
Yeah, I want the shadow to move down into melee with that big former laughing spider.
Okay.
I think he only has 10 feet, but if he can get to there, he's got 10 foot of reach. And then, so as my bonus
what is your total speed?
25. So that's why I think he only has 10 feet of left.
Yeah.
But he's got 10 feet of reach, as long as he can get within 10 feet of the spider.
Okay.
So that's a bonus action, and then that's his movement. And then I think as a special action, where did I see that? I think it's just it says any action that you take can be from you or from the shadow. So I'm going to attack that spider through the shadow. So it's just a normal attack through the shadow.
Okay.
And I rolled a 22.
That definitely hits.
So he hits. I feel like my dice froze. It is only a 6.
Okay.
Was there inside out?
The dice?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
so weird.
I think my iPad is a few years old, so it can't support D&D Beyond and Roll20 rolling in the background. So it's it's really laggy. And then he is going to action surge and take one more attack at the same spider.
Go for it.
That's only a 15.
15 will hit.
Okay, so that's another 13 damage.
How do you do this?
I feel like you guys have never seen him do this, so he is going to spin around, spin his glaive above his head, and as he does that, they just both almost appear smoky ethereal, and then they like drift together, and then the smoke as it's traveling towards the spider is gonna like be solidify more, and he's just gonna go and just wail on the spider. Like I always feel like he's super athletic, so he's running, and then he will always like jump, like pole vault, and then he will like spin his blade and then just come down and stab, and then rip it out, and then try to slash at it again and like cut off its legs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you absolutely disassemble and decimate this spider. And it crumples up into a pile of discarded limbs and body parts. And as you do so, the tiny swarms of spiders, you hear a collective shriek from all these little creatures as they start to skitter away. And you feel a deep rumble in the earth again, like one of these avalanches is about to hit once more. But undeterred, you all turn your focus to this queen spider that now is alone and defenseless up on her perch on this cliff. And as you are about to charge forward and take out the queen, a hand the same size as this giant spider comes down and crushes her flat.
Oh, that's not good.
And that's where we will pick up next time with our heroes. But before we log off for tonight, we go back to the entrances of the caves, to the cavern which our heroes exited. There is a bold elf there, inspecting the trails, inspecting the footprints going back and forth from this entrance. And he turns to the auburn-haired elf and says, "They definitely came this way. I suspect they went up into the mountains. Hopefully the ogres and giants haven't. What is your next order, Zan?" The auburn elf claps his hand on the shoulder of the bold elf and says, "Good work, Tam. Well, it's obvious. We have to go after them. They have the bird. We can't go back empty-handed." And the figure in the dark cloak comes up behind Zan, their leader, and resting a arm around his waist, they pull back their hood, revealing a ebony skin with hair that is closely cropped to the scalp. And most striking of her appearance are golden eyes that seem to reflect the light and shimmer. And she looks up at Zan and says, "Shouldn't we take caution? They've made it this far. They decimated the caves. We need to respect their prowess." And Zan looks down at her and says, "Oh, we do. We will, my dear Ravendo. Power comes at a cost. I'm going to get my share." That is where we will end tonight's episode. For real, thank you for tuning in tonight. Hope you're enjoying the story so far. If you do, write a comment, like whatever post you found this on, like the video, share it with your friends. We appreciate all your support. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.